Hey everybody! I had a lot of people asking about our guns and like what we use to mod them and stuff. So I'm gonna make this video about showing off the guns a little bit and like what we used on them. I'm gonna start with Jin's, and I asked her to be in this video, but she is sitting slightly off to the left and won't be in it. So here's her gun. This is get down, dogs. Dogs are attacking. This is her gun. Our whole costumes when we're done are going to be bronze and brown and earth tones and green. So we integrated a lot of green in there. But as you can see, it's pretty awesome and female looking. Let's see, these little things right here we actually got at Home Depot. They're, you don't even know what they're called. They're some kind of washer, but we just sprayed them and they look like gears. It's pretty cool. It's pretty simple. This little flower right here we got at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever, and so we got this as well, and this little pendant. They're all in, man, I can't remember the name of the series, but these are actually over near, what was it, like the Stamps and stuff, because they have these little pendants and stuff like that with all of the jewelry, and then they also have like this kind of stuff over near all those stamps and crap. So you gotta kind of look around, but they have little packets of gears and everything that are, some of them are meant for you to be used for jewelry, because I think that one's actually a pendant that we cut the little loop off of, and other ones are meant for like putting in scrapbooks or something. Yeah. But anyways, on the top she's got this little light that doesn't actually turn on, but it's a little red light, finger light or something like that. They were like $1. We got those there too. This right here is actually those little like glass bead things.
Marbles?
Glass marble things or something. They're flat, or kind of flat. But she just painted it with green. And then this right here is actually just something that we had sitting around. It's an adapter for a camera lens that didn't work, and I've had it for years, and so she decided to stick that on there. This right here was in the jewelry section, and is this like a brooch or something like that?
Pendant.
It's a pendant. That's a giant ass pendant, which was actually green and bronze already, but she touched it up and made it look really awesome. And then this piece right here, and you're going to see a lot more of this kind of stuff on my gun. This piece right here is actually part of a G.I. Joe toy, and it's like it actually shoots. It has a little piece right here. You can see this is like the trigger right here. But yeah, it actually shoots missiles. But we just put it on there to make it. She just put it on there to make it look cool. And then she put one of those little flat marble things on the back. You can see this side. I'll show you this side. These big gears right here, and then this little pendant. These big gears were also, they were part of the. We got those with the scrapbook embellishment stuff. And then that gear right here is actually another one of those pendants that we had. And I think besides that, she's got all this little pretty stuff hanging off the back. That was entirely her idea. She just thought it'd be cool to have it hanging off the back. She got ribbon and these little strips of fabric that we just found these like at Walmart. They have these little squares of fabric, so she bought one of those little squares of fabric and cut them into strips. And then these chains are for like the necklace chains or something. They're like $3. And then she got these little things to hang from them to give it a little bit of weight, and they also look kind of cool. They're also little pendants, right? Stop it, Derby.
They're in the bracelet section.
They're in the bracelet section, so with the beads and stuff. So, and then overall, we just took the thing, painted it with a bronze spray paint. And then she went in with this kind of emerald green and added the details to it wherever she so chose. And it came out really, really awesome. And people have said this is the best gun they've seen ever in the world. Guarantee it. Okay. Now this one is my gun. If I could show it a little. My gun is a lot dirtier looking than hers. My costume is actually going to be a steampunk dwarf in the end. So I really wanted to make it look kind of bulky and just dirty looking. And you can see there's a lot of the scratched upness to it. I did a lot of the dry brushing and stuff. Now you can see, like on hers, I've got these pieces right here that are, this is a pendant, this is one of the embellishments from scrapbooking, that thing of gears that we bought. This is a part of a clock that we got at a thrift store, and we took it apart. When you're looking for clocks, something that's kind of important that we discovered is they have to be kind of older clocks. A lot of them have those, you'll see a clock and then it'll have like a little black box on the back of it, and those are not really good for gears, but this one actually had some pretty nice looking gears in it, and this really big one right here, there's actually another piece that goes, that goes onto it, and it spins in the middle that turns the hands. I didn't intend on using it, but it looked really cool right there. And we saw this other clock today, and it was $99 at the thrift store, and we opened the back of it, and it was beautiful inside. There were like these perfect gold gears, and they were all over the place, but we couldn't spend $100, and I really didn't want to rip it apart. But anywho, let's get back to the gun. So that's that right there. This down here is actually supposed to be the fuel cell. It actually opens up. I'll get it to open up. It opens up, and the fuel cell comes out. Close it back up, and of course it has a light feature. If I can turn on. And this whole big giant piece with the fuel cell is from a G.I. Joe character or a toy. It's like one of those like 12-inch G.I. Joe toys, but it's from a newer series. And it's like his backpack thing that he wears that holds his ammo. And I just took it and painted it, and decided to add it to the bottom and have it be the fuel cell for the gun. I added another little one of these little knobs right here that we got in that pack, the same one that Jen's knob came from. And then you can see right here, this is one of those finger lights that I painted the outside of it, but it was a green finger light, and this one actually does work. So if you're looking at the gun from the back, you could see that it kind of sticks off, which I don't really mind as much. It kind of adds to it and makes it look cool. And so yeah, whenever I want to turn on the light feature, I just turn that thing on right there. So that was a simple way to add the light to coming out of this, because I really wanted this to light up, and that ended up coming out really awesome. On this side, I've got the same thing, the big gears, pendants. This is actually from a thing of smaller gears that we got, but it was with all the rest of the gear stuff that they had. I decided to name the gun Strength because I found this bracelet connector thing that said Strength, and I thought that was cool, so here. And then on the front we have, this piece is actually part of a camera. It's part of a digital camera that I took apart a long time ago. It was broken and old, and instead of throwing it away like I do with most stuff, I didn't throw it away. I kept it and ended up using it for this. So I just wanted the barrel to be extended a little bit more, and I think it looked really cool. And then there's epoxy around this whole side. As you can see, that little piece right here is actually epoxy, and it goes around the whole thing, and it looked kind of ugly, so I used some leather strips to put around it to make it look a little bit cooler, but you can still see it right there, so I tried to make it look like a little metal crimp or something. And then of course you can see this right here. If you are a fan of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, you probably know what that's from. That's Cloud's little brooch thingy that I bought a kit that had like a big one that's like this big, and then it had that, which is actually a necklace that it had broken, the loop had broken a long time ago, so I just repurposed it. And then the top is actually pretty interesting collection of things. This right here on the front is the other fuel cell thing to this. So it's this thing inside, but it was actually blue, but I decided to spray paint it and put it on top because it looked cool, and I needed something to end this piece right here. And this in the back, if you look closely enough, any Star Wars fans can probably recognize what that is. That is a lightsaber. I think it's Darth Vader's lightsaber too, or Anakin's. Wait, I don't remember. Remember whose it is? It's green, so I don't know. Yoda's or Luke's green one. Anyways, this is actually a chapstick that someone sent Jen a long time ago. It was the blade of it was actually like chapstick, and you could roll it out and put it on your lips or whatever, and then this piece would light the whole thing up. So I really wanted something to light up this vial here, and I found that, and I said, well, this has a light in it, maybe I can take it out. Well, I ended up putting this vial right here, which is it's this vial I got from Michael's as well, and it's a vial for I don't know, it's for like holding beads or something like that. It was in the kids section, and there was a thing of like 9 of them together, and so I bought that. They're really cheap. They're like $2. And I filled it with colored, water with food coloring stuff, and then I stuck it on the end there, and it fits perfectly. If you take out the actual thing, the blade thing that comes with the lightsaber, it slides in there and fits in there perfectly and snugly. So there's nothing holding that in there. It just slid in, and it was awesome that it fit so well. And so then I put that at the end, and it's all held on by epoxy, which is not very clean, but I thought, whatever, it looks just kind of like a weld. It's more on this side that you see it. Yeah, it looks kind of like a weld or something like that, so it's not that big of a deal. So I think that overall, hey Jake, I just saw a picture of you and your son, and you look adorable. That is so cute. Aw, look at him. Aw. Anyways, so let me turn on that gun entirely. So that's it with both of the light features on. Let me turn on one of these lights. You can see a little bit better. Yep, it's pretty cool. It was a lot of fun making this with my wife, Jennifer. We actually had a really fun day that day because we spray painted them one night and then came back and worked on them the next day, and we pretty much spent all day working on them. Yes, booyah! And hers, she has to name hers. I don't know what hers is named, but it'd be cool if she named it something that went along with mine. Because our costumes are supposed to be complementary of each other, our steampunk costumes. Another thing about the painting, I did the exact same thing that she did. Everything was spray painted with a bronze, and then I went back and added the green to the handle, and in a lot of the same places that she added her accents. And then I went across the whole thing with, you could actually see some of them right there, the black streak. I went across the whole thing with black, painted the whole thing, just like got black, put it all over there, and then wiped it off with a paper towel to just kind of give that weathered black look. And then after I did the whole gun like that, I went across and did dry brushing with all of the to do all of the silver, scratch look to it, because I really like that. Jen's actually doesn't have any of that on it at all. So without any of that, this is what it looks like. So if you're trying to go for a girlier, nicer looking gun, don't do any of that, because it ends up looking really sleek and really cool. But yeah, if you want it to look like you're just a grungy whatever, you can do this, and it'll make it look like your gun has been through a lot of crap. But yeah, so those are our guns. We're gonna make more of our costumes, and when we do, we will show you guys that stuff too. I'm gonna make a giant steampunk axe, and I don't know, probably more stuff. That was the gun, and thanks for watching! Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching! I don't know what to say at the end.
Bye.